Family, welcome back to Mr. Biscuit Speaks. So look, on this channel, we dig into the music. It's not just to hear it, but to uncover the insights, the hidden gems, and the epiphanies tucked inside, because we believe that the cascade of insights is infinite. So there's always another layer to discover. Any comments that you leave don't just help the algorithm, they help shape the conversation we're trying to build together around this particular band. Is that fair? So look, this channel's introduction to A Perfect Circle started with the song Judith. That fierce, passionate song where Maynard wrestles with his anger toward his mother's unwavering religious devotion after she was left paralyzed by a stroke. The tension there was raw, right? He saw her faith as blind, even as it kept her going. And he felt the sting of being pushed into the background as her loyalty leaned more toward God than toward her son. So, look, I'm not entirely sure where this next one is going, but I think I get the gist. The requests for this have been overwhelming. Like, this is the next step in his journey. So, look, before we dive in, do me a favor. Hit the like button, share this video with someone who you think would dig it, and preemptively drop a comment. Guys, without any further ado, let's get right into this next chapter. Wings for Marie. Guys, if you're not already a fan of Maynard, it's very important to just let this portion of the music wash over you and let it speak to your right brain, because they're actually saying something right now. Even though there aren't lyrics yet, there's something being told to you if you're willing to feel it. He likes to usher in this kind of the mood of the song before the lyrics come in. You can kind of hear Maynard already. You can hear it. So this introduction, unlike the Perfect Circle song Judith, where Maynard just kind of gets right in there, that was like not typical for me. I'm used to him doing this, where he'll slowly build up and usher in the sound. So as someone who's lost my mother, right, I resonate with that beginning where it's like, bong, and then a slow shoo, 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 and then a dong. When you lose someone that meant that much to you in life, the pain kind of can come in waves. So like I'll be fine for like a few weeks, and then suddenly I'll find myself just overwhelmed, right? And some people process grief differently, but the music at the beginning of Tears for Marie just kind of it's hitting me in that way. So he says, you believed in movements none could see. You believed in me. I love that even though Maynard is an agnostic with atheist leanings, he still takes it upon himself to speak from the perspective of God and the angels. He utilizes their symbols in his art. I still don't know whether this is a critique or a praise, because Maynard speaks of having kind of felt neglected by his mother, like the only thing she was loyal to was God. So it's a bittersweet line, because God now gets to say to his mother what he wished he himself could have said to his mother, right? He wanted his mother to believe in him and see how special he was. But now, in her version of eternity, in her version of the afterlife, this is what God is saying to her. So it's a really introspective piece of art here. Guys, no one can, their sound is such a signature. A light in your eyes, then immobilized, right? So the mother of Maynard was rendered disabled by the stroke, and yet held tightly to her faith, not seeing that as a sign of God's absence, but as like maybe a test of her faith, which she intended to pass. So guys, Maynard is a true genius, and the creative genius behind this song seems to be that he's detailing a very particular kind of struggle. It's like he's asking himself in real time, what was worth having in this afterlife of yours? What did you truly expect to gain? Like to be showered in praise for having passed this grueling test, right? It's almost like Maynard is symbolically playing the role of the afterlife that his mother expects. I think there's some cynicism in those words. Like, what if, to be the son of an angel, what have I done to be worthy? There's a bit of cynicism there, but I think it comes from a real place. Guys, I have to rewind that. Do you realize that Maynard hides behind the volume of his own music from time to time? It's almost like he's, in certain instances, he's too shy to really kind of confront certain realities. And I love it. Like, you can see the meaning behind it. It's almost like a child who's like too shy to speak boldly in the face of emotional overwhelm. The music is so big that I need a lyric video to even understand the words. So I think that's intentional. Remember that with Pussifer with Tool with a perfect circle, everything all the way down to the musical cadence and instrumentation is all intentional, right? I'm going to wind it just a little bit. So daylight dims, leaving cold fluorescence. Difficult to see you in this light. The daylight could be referring to natural sunlight, but I think the daylight it's his mother's life, right? The daylight is fading, so this is the time where his mother is passing. And then it dims, leaving cold fluorescence, the fluorescent lights of like a hospital, right? Imagine seeing someone that you love, right? The light of their life being replaced by cold hospital lights, right? And then he says, what am I to say to all these ghouls tonight? Forgive this selfish question. Saying the question is selfish because I should be focusing on you and your strength and your faith in these final moments. So forgive this selfish question, but what am I supposed to say to all these ghouls? What are the ghouls that he's worried about having to deal with? So the first thing that came to my mind is that the ghouls are maybe like the demons that whisper in Maynard's ear about how angry he should be, about how meaningless faith is, and how he often came second to his mother's devotion to her religion. But the second thing that the ghouls might be is all of the people offering shallow condolences, like at the funeral, right? Religious onlookers who preach faith but don't truly understand the suffering or the grief that his mother went through or that he's going through. Those might be the ghouls too. How am I supposed to address them? Right. See, I'm all right. Now it's time to let you go. See, I'm all right. It's almost like his mom wanted to know that he was okay. See, I'm all right. Now it's time to let you go. Yeah, I think that the most difficult line is probably going to be that last one. Leave it in the comments what that means to you, what you think that last line meant to him. Family, if you've been vibing with this content, consider helping the channel grow, right? Down in the description, you'll find links to Cash App, PayPal, merch, and a whole bunch of other ways you can support. Every bit goes back into building this community and keeping the cascade of insights flowing. So I appreciate you, your open mind, your curiosity, and your attention. See you next time.